We are now at the Tickets and Registration tab. Tickets and registration will only need to be filled out if your event has a capacity limit, if users need to purchase a ticket, or if you simply want to know the total number of people planning to come to your event. Please take note, in order to accept payment through Localist for ticket sales, you need to have a Stripe account set up, which requires a credit card and bank account on file. Stripe is a third-party payment processor and currently the only one Localist integrates with. Currently, Georgia State does not have any Stripe accounts set up in Localist. If you need to set up ticket sales and have your event registered in Ticketmaster, Eventbrite, or a similar online ticketing agency, simply unclick the Use Localist Register checkbox at the top of the page, as you can see here. Once I uncheck the Use Localist Register checkbox, we can see that ticket cost, registration URL, and Eventbrite ID fields have appeared, and the previous fields have disappeared. Let's go to Ticket Cost field. The example that appears in this field shows you some of the options available. You can type in a fixed ticket cost like $10, or you can give options like $40 advance and $50 at the door. Next is the registration URL field. If you have an outside registration source set up for this event, say through Ticketmaster or Tickets.com or the University Athletics Department, enter the URL that you were given after setting up your event on that site here. Finally, we have the Eventbrite ID field. If you have set up your event on Eventbrite, take the URL that Eventbrite gave you and enter it here. If you leave these fields blank, the Buy Tickets button on your live event page will instead say Register. Let's go back to the top of this section and recheck the checkbox labeled Use Localist Register. Selecting this means that instead of an outside source such as Ticketmaster or Eventbrite, we will be using Localist's own internal register for our event. Our first step is defining the various tickets that will be available to our audience. Remember, we can't set up a ticket paying system through Localist. If you need attendees to pay for tickets, uncheck Use Localist Register and follow the instructions that appear. The first option for tickets under Localist Register is to add ticket type. This will create a separate list of different categories of tickets. For example, I am creating a ticket for VIP options. And another for general admission options. Once a ticket group has been added, select Add Ticket. Now you need to name the ticket. For example, you can name it Student or Faculty and Staff. I'm going to name this ticket Student. Give your ticket a short description if it needs one. Then in the following field labeled Ticket Type, select whether the ticket will be picked up in person, virtually, or placed on a waiting list. If you chose virtually, two fields pop up below where you can enter in the event URL and a short message for your users who select this ticket type. You can use this message to explain that users need to go to the event URL you entered to collect their ticket. If you select waiting list or in person, you still have the option to write a short message for your attendees who select this ticket type. Ignore price type and fees. You also have additional ticket options. Click on those words to open up ticket availability dates. The ticket availability dates allows you to enter a start date and end date For ticket availability, ticket purchases will not be available either before or after these two dates. You can also select Hidden, where the ticket will be hidden until a promo code is entered. Since a credit card needs to be on file with Localist for payment through a Stripe account, and GSU does not and will not set one up, you will not have this option. The Tickets Available field is the number of times this specific ticket can be purchased. The minimum required number of tickets per transaction, for example, if a ticket needs to be set up in 4-pack orders, etc., and the maximum quantity per sale. Once the ticket is added and you click on the Save button, you can drag the ticket listing under the appropriate ticket group heading that you would like it to fall under. Here you can see the student ticket that I just created. And watch as I drag this ticket to General Admission. Now you can see General Admission as the ticket type, and Student is the ticket underneath that. And we can create as many tickets under these ticket types as we would like. Once the ticket has been added, you can choose whether it is active or inactive by clicking the Active checkbox. The ticket will not be used unless you have Active selected.